Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams and with me is Aditi Lumba with the evening news. The headlines. India has one of the lowest COVID-19 cases per lakh population in the world, says Health Ministry citing WHO report. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to around 56%, more than 237,000 people cured so far. Supreme Court allows Rath Yatra to be conducted in Puri, Odisha from tomorrow with certain restrictions. Tamil Nadu government announces complete lockdown in Madurai district from tomorrow till 30th June. 10 days lockdown in 5 municipal wards of Bengaluru with higher number of corona cases. Indo-Russia defence and strategic partnership to figure prominently during Defence Minister Rajnath Singh's visit to Moscow. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar inaugurates India Pavilion at Cannes Film Market 2020 virtually. India has one of the lowest COVID cases per lakh population in the world in spite of its high population density. Citing a WHO report, the Health Ministry said the country's cases per lakh population are 30.04, while the global average is more than triple at 114.67. The US has 671.24 cases per lakh population, while the metric for Germany is 583.88, Spain is 526.22, and Brazil is 489.42. This was revealed in the WHO Situation Report 153 dated the 21st of June. The Health Ministry said this low figure is a testimony to the graded, preemptive and proactive approach the central government along with the states and union territories took for the prevention, containment and management of COVID-19. Talking to AIR News exclusively, Director of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Randeep Guleria, said India is in a far better position in comparison to other countries in this regard.
तो अपने केसेस को देखें तो एक्चुअल नंबर ऑफ केसेस जो हम देख रहे हैं वो अगर परसेंटेज ऑफ पॉपुलेशन के हिसाब से देखें जो हम कहते हैं पर मिलियन पॉपुलेशन तो हमारा स्तर बहुत नीचे है। एब्सोल्यूट नंबर में अगर हम पूरा काउंट करके देखें तो नंबर ज्यादा है। कई यूरोप की कंट्रीज तो हमारे एक स्टेट की पॉपुलेशन की हैं। इसलिए जब हम कंपेयर करते हैं तो नंबर्स के करना जरूरी नहीं रहेगा, हमें पॉपुलेशन पर मिलियन के हिसाब से देखना पड़ेगा। तो पहली चीज तो ये है। दूसरी चीज अगर हम अपना रिकवरी रेट देखें तो वो भी दिन पर दिन बढ़ रहा है और इससे ये क्लियर हो रहा है कि हमारे जो पेशेंट्स हमारे यहाँ आ रहे हैं उनको माइल्डर इलनेस है और इसलिए वो जल्दी रिकवर हो रहे हैं। सीवियर केसेस हैं जिनको वेंटिलेटर की जरूरत पड़ती है या जो आईसीयू में आते हैं वो और देशों की मात्रा से हमारे यहाँ कम है।
The Health Ministry said the recovery rate of COVID-19 patients has improved to 55.77% in the country. So far, a total of 237,195 patients have been cured of COVID-19. During the last 24 hours, a total of 9,440 affected people have recovered. Presently, there are 1,74,387 active cases and all are under active medical supervision. The difference between the recovered patients and the active COVID-19 cases continues to widen. Today, the number of recovered people has crossed the number of active patients by 62,808. The COVID-19 testing infrastructure is continuously being ramped up in the country. The number of government labs has been increased to 723 and private labs to 262. The total number of samples being tested per day is also steadily rising. In the last 24 hours, 1,43,267 samples were tested, whereas the total number of samples tested so far is 69,50,493. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal announced today that his government will give pulse oximeters to the COVID-19 patients under home isolation in the city. He said the number of coronavirus tests has increased by 3 times in the national capital. Addressing an online media briefing, Mr. Kejriwal said around 18,000 coronavirus tests are being conducted daily in the city now. There are around 12,000 people under home isolation and they will be given pulse oximeters. He said the Delhi government and the centre are working together to arrest the spread of COVID-19 in the national capital. The Chief Minister also said that serious cases are less in the city and most of the cases are mild. He added that 7,000 beds are vacant across Delhi. More from our correspondent.
A high-level committee set up by Home Minister Amit Shah has recommended quarantine of contacts of all COVID-19 positive cases in Delhi and remapping of all containment zones to check the rapid spread of the infection. The committee has recommended that the containment zones will be drawn afresh and strict vigil and control should be maintained on their borders and the activities that take place inside them. It suggested that contact tracing should be done for all infected people and once identified, such contacts should be quarantined. The Arogya Setu and Itihas apps should be jointly used to accomplish this task. The committee headed by Dr. V.K. Paul, member Niti Aayog, has also recommended that affected people should be treated in hospitals, COVID care centers or in home isolation. Every district of Delhi shall be linked with a big hospital for extending appropriate medical help to people affected by the coronavirus. The committee has also charted a timetable for accomplishing these tasks. With Anand Kumar, Suparna Sekya, AIR News, Delhi.
Railway Minister Piyush Goyal today said the railways remain committed to doing whatever it takes to help the country fight the pandemic. Mr. Goyal said Railway's innovative step to provide COVID-19 care in coaches has been initiated. He informed that 59 suspected patients were admitted in Mao Junction in Varanasi division and 8 of them have already been discharged.
The Supreme Court today allowed Puri's Rath Yatra schedule to start from tomorrow. Saying it cannot micromanage the rituals and left it to the wisdom of the state, the centre and temple management to deal with that issue. The Apex Court said Puri Rath Yatra will be held with coordination of temple committee, state and central governments without compromising with health issue. It said Odisha can even stop the yatra or festivities if they feel it is good out of hand. The Apex Court had on June 18 said that in the interest of public health and safety of citizens, this year's Puri Rath Yatra cannot be allowed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. A bench headed by Chief Justice S.A. Bobde was informed by the Odisha government that it will coordinate with temple management and the centre to make things smooth during Rath Yatra. The bench, also comprising Justices Dinesh Maheshwari and A.S. Bopanna, was informed by the centre that Rath Yatra can be conducted without compromising on citizens' health and with the cooperation of the state and temple trust. Reacting to the decision of the Supreme Court on holding Rath Yatra in Odisha, Home Minister Amit Shah said that the entire nation is delighted by the decision. He said today is a special day for all, particularly for Oriya sisters and brothers as well as devotees of Mahaprabhu Jagannath Ji. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman today said it is gratifying to know of the order of the Supreme Court on the Rath Yatra in Puri. In a tweet, Ms. Sitharaman said she is grateful for all the understanding on the issue and the efforts made by Home Minister Amit Shah, guided by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Odisha government. Our correspondent reports that Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik expressed gratitude towards the Union government for the support. A report.
After the Apex Court's decision in favour of Rath Yatra, the district administration has imposed a curfew in Puri for the Yatra, which will be conducted tomorrow. The public has been requested not to enter any part of the district during this period. Only selective servitors and police officials will be allowed to pull the chariots of the holy siblings of Lords Jagannath, Balabhadra and Goddess Subhadra in view of COVID-19. Odisha Chief Secretary Asit Tripathi informed that Rath Yatra will be conducted smoothly without devotees and with strict adherence to the COVID-19 guidelines. Moreover, Home Minister Amit Shah held a discussion with Puri Gajapati Maharaj Divya Singh Deo over the conduct of Rath Yatra. Meanwhile, Puja Panda servitors today brought Agya Mala to the chariots on the Rathakhala in Puri for their initiation and performed the Agya Mala Vijay rituals. Itishra Singh Rathore, AIR News, Cuttack.
Madurai district in Tamil Nadu comes under complete lockdown for 7 days from tomorrow midnight till this month end. The state government has issued an order saying the adjoining villages and towns of Madurai will also go for the full lockdown. Shops selling essential things would be open in those areas from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. only. Meanwhile, in Tamil Nadu, the total number of COVID-19 infections has shot up to 62,087 with 2,710 new cases recorded today. More from our correspondent.
Madurai is a key transit point for passengers bound to the southern districts of the state. Of late, the district is facing increasing cases of COVID-19 on a daily basis. This has prompted the state government to go for the complete lockdown for 7 days on the same lines of the 12-day tightened restrictions in Chennai that is currently underway. Meanwhile, the Nilgiris district administration has barred daily commute of staff working in the hilly district from adjoining areas like Coimbatore. In the hosiery city of Tirupur, the traders associations have come forward to down their shutters voluntarily at 7 p.m. till July 1st to reduce people's movement. Jai Singh, AIR News, Chennai.
Expressing concern over the alarming increase in COVID-19 cases in Bengaluru, Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa has ordered 10 days lockdown in 5 municipal wards comprising Siddhapura, Vishveshpura, Kalasipalya, Vidyaranyapura and Dharmaraya Swami Temple, where COVID cases are more in number. He asked officials to seal the entire street where the cases are reported and directed them to file FIR against those who violate quarantine norms. He, however, told officials to provide basic amenities to those in institutional quarantine. Our correspondent has filed this report.
The 5 municipal corporation wards coming under lockdown today are major marketplaces where people gather in large numbers. These are also the areas where corona-positive cases are reported regularly since Unlock 1. In the meeting chaired by Chief Minister today, it was also decided to fix rates for treatment of COVID patients in private hospitals. The city corporation has intensified drive against those not wearing masks. It has also increased vigil against those floating home quarantine norms. Out of 249 new COVID cases reported today evening in the state, 126 are from Bengaluru urban district. As on today, the district has reported 1,398 positive cases and 67 deaths. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
Puducherry Chief Minister Narayanasamy has announced that shops would function from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. only from tomorrow onwards. The Puducherry administration has taken serious measures in a bid to contain the spread of the disease.
Following the State Disaster Management Authority meeting, Chief Minister Narayanasamy met the media and said that the petrol bunks will function from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Milk booths will be function from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Customers can sit and eat food in hotels up to 2 p.m. and get parcel up to 9 p.m. thereafter. Liquor shops will also have to be closed at 2 p.m. The Chief Minister further said the beach road will be closed again and added that all these would be for the next 10 days. There will be no restrictions for industries, agriculture works and construction works. Wearing of masks is to be made compulsory and a fine will be doubled in case of default. It was also decided to seek the support of private medical colleges here for the provision of beds. Mr. Narayanasamy added. Chandramohan, AIR News, Puducherry.
Mumbai civic body today launched Mission Zero, a rapid action plan to contain the spread of novel coronavirus in the city. Municipal Commissioner Iqbal Singh Chahal and Additional Municipal Commissioner Ashwini Bhire inaugurated 50 mobile dispensary vans which will visit the city's hotspot areas in the coming weeks to identify and conduct preliminary examination of patients. More from our Mumbai correspondent.
Under the Mission Zero Rapid Action Plan, 50 mobile dispensary vans will visit Mulund, Bhandup, Andheri, Malad, Borivali, Dahisar and Kandivali areas to conduct screening of patients. All COVID suspects will be immediately isolated and their swab samples will be sent for testing. This will eventually lead to early detection and timely treatment. A statement by Mumbai Civic Body informs that it will also conduct awareness drives to educate people on how to prevent the disease from spreading further. It adds that the aim is to reduce the unrealistic fear gripping the people about the virus and boost their morale. With the onset of monsoon, the plan is particularly critical for timely detection and treatment of patients with coronavirus and other ailments. Nisha Rani, AIR News, Mumbai.
In Uttar Pradesh, all district magistrates and chief medical officers have been asked to launch large-scale health screening campaign in the state for identification of COVID patients. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has directed officials to constitute more than 1 lakh teams for screening maximum number of persons in the state.
Health screening will be conducted in all clusters along with containment zones in cities also. Those who will be found with suspected symptoms of COVID-19 will be provided treatment accordingly. Chief Minister said that the health teams who will conduct screening must carry pulse oximeter, infrared thermometer and sanitizer with them. Divisional commissioners and DMs have been directed to form COVID help desk within 2 days in their areas. DGP and Additional Chief Secretary Home will visit various institutions and will take stock of the arrangement of COVID help desk. A special secretary rank officer will be nominated in every district for better coordination and strengthening of whole health system. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
In a series Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you views of the leading medical experts on COVID-19. Talking to AIR News, Dr. Amarchand Bajaj, Senior Consultant in Sitaram Bharti Institute of Science and Research, New Delhi, highlighted the importance of hygiene and how to maintain it to contain novel coronavirus.
जब तक हमारे पास इनकी ट्रीटमेंट वैक्सीन या मेडिसिन के रूप में ना निकले तब तक हमें जो प्रिकॉशनरी मेजर्स है वो फॉलो करने हैं। जहाँ जरूरत ना हो उसमें घर से बिल्कुल बाहर ना निकले, कोशिश करें कम से कम बाहर निकलना है। और जबकि निकलना भी पड़ा घर से बाहर तो कोशिश करें कि जहाँ आप 2 लोग खड़े हैं करीब 2 मीटर दूर खड़े रहें, नहीं तो कम से कम 1 मीटर दूर खड़े रहें।
Dr. Naresh Gupta of LNJP Hospital, Delhi said, in most of the cases, the COVID-19 infections are self-limiting and very few patients are required to take admission in hospital.
खांसने के समय ऐसा खांसना छींकना चाहिए कि दूसरे के ऊपर नहीं जाए। टिश्यू पेपर रखे, रुमाल रखे, कोहनी रखे, बचाव करे। एक इसमें और चीज आती है, वो आती है डिस्टेंसिंग का। जब वो खांसता छींकता है तो 1 से 2 मीटर तक वो जा सकती है। तो अगर आप पहले 1-2 मीटर का फासला बना के रखेंगे तो उसका आपके तक पहुंचने का अंदेशा बहुत कम हो जाता है। जो कॉन्टेक्ट ट्रांसमिशन की बात आई फॉर्माइड से, उसके लिए हम कहते हैं कि आप हाथ साफ करें। हाथ अगर आप धोते रहेंगे तो उसमें जो वायरस है वो साबुन पानी के द्वारा निकलता रहेगा। और उसके साथ साथ अगर जरूरत समझे या पानी नहीं हो तो आप सैनिटाइजर का इस्तेमाल भी कर सकते हैं।
You're listening to the evening news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. India has one of the lowest COVID-19 cases per lakh population in the world, says Health Ministry citing WHO report. COVID-19 recovery rates improves to around 56%. More than 2,37,000 people cured so far. Supreme Court allows Rath Yatra to be conducted in Puri, Odisha from tomorrow with certain restrictions. Tamil Nadu government announces complete lockdown in Madurai district from tomorrow till 30th of June. 10 days lockdown in 5 municipal wards of Bengaluru with high number of corona cases. Indo-Russia defence and strategic partnership to figure prominently during Defence Minister Rajnath Singh's visit to Moscow. And Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar inaugurates India Pavilion at Cannes Film Market 2020 virtually. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान रखो, बड़े बुजुर्गों का तुम ध्यान रखो। महामारी से लड़ना है बहुत जरूरी, ज्यादा पास न जाना, रखो 2 गज दूरी। सुरक्षित दादा दादी नाना नानी अभियान, अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान।
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will reach Moscow tonight on a 3-day visit to Russia. In a tweet, Mr. Singh said during his visit he will hold talks on ways to further deepen the India-Russia defence and strategic partnership. The Defence Minister said he will also attend the 75th Victory Day Parade in Moscow. The Victory Parade will be held on Wednesday to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the victory in the Second World War. The parade is organized to honor the heroism and sacrifices made by the Russian and other friendly people. Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu had invited Mr. Singh to the Victory Parade, which was originally scheduled on the 9th of May but was postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Separately, a tri-service 75-member Indian military contingent has already reached Moscow to participate in the Victory Parade, along with the Russian contingent and other invited contingents. BJP President JP Nadda has hit back at former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh and the Congress for criticizing the government on the Ladakh standoff. In a series of tweets, Mr. Nadda accused the Congress of insulting Indian forces repeatedly and questioning their valor. He alleged that Dr. Singh did this post the airstrikes and surgical strikes. he urged them to understand the true meaning of national unity, especially in such times. Mr. Nadda said Dr. Manmohan Singh's comments on Ladakh are merely wordplay, and the conduct of top Congress leaders will not make any Indian believe such statements. He alleged that Dr. Singh was not as worried when he abjectly surrendered hundreds of square kilometers of India's land to China during his tenure. Former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh has called upon Prime Minister Narendra Modi to ensure justice for the soldiers who died defending India's territorial integrity during the Ladakh face-off. In a statement, Dr. Singh said to do any less would be a historic betrayal of people's faith. He said this is a moment when people must stand together as a nation and be united in response to this brazen threat. BSP President Ms. Mayawati today said the government and opposition should work with full maturity and solidarity at a time when there is tension on the border with China. In a series of tweets, Ms. Mayawati said the whole country is very sad and angry over the death of 20 army personnel, including a colonel, in a clash with the Chinese army in Ladakh. The former Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister said, in such difficult and challenging times, it is better to leave it to the government to watch national interest and protect the borders. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal today said the country is fighting two wars against China, one against coronavirus that has come from the neighbouring country and the other on the border. Addressing an online media briefing, Mr. Kejriwal said there should be no politics by anyone in fighting these two wars. He said the entire country is standing with doctors and soldiers and everyone has to fight these two wars together and there should be no politics or groupism in this. The Confederation of All India Traders, CAIT, today demonstrated its resentment in the national capital against the killing of 20 Indian soldiers in the Galwan Valley last week. Members of the trade association burnt Chinese goods in the main market in the city's Karol Bagh area. The protesting traders, led by CAIT Secretary General Praveen Khandelwal, were briefly detained by the police and taken to the Karol Bagh police station. The traders' body recently launched a national campaign named as Bharatiya Samman Hamara Abhiman to boycott Chinese goods. Speaking to AIR News, Secretary General CAIT Praveen Khandelwal said that traders and consumers across the country have shown great enthusiasm and tremendous support for boycott of Chinese goods campaign.
The Confederation of All India Traders, which represents 7 crore traders of the country, gave a call for boycott Chinese products on 10th of June in a nationwide campaign. In the meantime, this unfortunate incident of Ladakh happened where the Chinese army went into some kind of barbaric attack with Indian army. और उसके बाद से पूरे व्यापारियों ने और देश भर में हम लोगों ने इस बात को और प्लेज किया कि हम चाइनीज प्रोडक्ट का बॉयकॉट करेंगे.
India has strongly condemned the abduction of Nedan Singh, a leader of the Hindu and Sikh community of Afghanistan, by terrorists. External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Anurag Srivastava said the targeting and persecution of the minority community members by the terrorists at the behest of the external supporters is a matter of grave concern. He was responding to a media query regarding abduction of the Sikh community leader in Paktia, Afghanistan. He said India is in touch with the Afghan government for ensuring safety, security and well-being of the minority community in Afghanistan. He hoped that the Afghan government would be able to secure the safe and early release of Nedan Singh. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar has inaugurated the India Pavilion at the Cannes Film Market 2020 virtually. Speaking at the inaugural session today, he highlighted the government's initiative of instituting film facilitation centres for granting quick and easy clearances of shooting of international films in the country. Mr. Javadekar called upon global filmmakers to shoot movies in India and produce them for the global market.
It will not be yet another window, but in real meaning it will be a single window where all state government permissions, all central government, ASI, Animal Welfare Board and other related permissions will come in one go, because that is most necessary and it will save the time and unnecessary costs. So my appeal to the international film fraternity is come, invest, shoot in India and sell in the global market as global brand.
The minister informed that the Marathi movie Meghat and Gujarati movie Hellaro are the official entrants to be showcased in the Cannes Film Festival this year.
Indian pavilion is attractive even in online format. Virtual place is now will be real place for production, for distribution, script, filming, film sales, syndicate. So this becomes a virtual place, becomes a real partnership place. Pavilion will showcase films and numerous webinars. We as INB will assist you to connect to the right people. Our soft power, India's soft power is film. So many languages, so many films. Our film facilitation office, which we have established few years ago, has facilitated 80 foreign films shooting.
Mr. Javadekar also launched the poster and information booklet for the 51st International Film Festival of India, IFFI, slated to be held in Goa from the 20th of November this year. One of the most prestigious film festivals and cinema's largest annual gathering, the Cannes Film Festival had earlier postponed its 73rd edition of this year due to coronavirus pandemic.
Union State Minister for Chemicals and Fertilizers Mansukh Mandavia today inaugurated one of India's largest and first virtual healthcare and hygiene expo 2020. Speaking on the occasion, he said that an ecosystem is being built for a self-reliant India which will help in ramping up domestic production in pharmaceutical, health and hygiene sector. Health, hygiene and sanitation, medical textiles and devices, Ayush and wellness sectors have assumed greater significance in the nation's fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. A report.
Union Minister Mansukh Mandavia highlighted various initiatives announced for boosting the health and hygiene sector in the country by Prime Minister Narendra Modi since last 6 years. He underlined schemes such as providing toilets for every household, Ayushman Bharat to cover 10 crore family for healthcare, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan and Suvidha sanitary napkin, under which sanitary napkin is provided for just 1 rupees each. The minister also mentioned the remarkable contribution of the Jan Aushadhi stores, which are providing quality medicines at affordable price for everyone. The unique exhibition, which aims to give boost to such health and hygiene endeavors, has been organized by FICCI and will culminate after 5 days on Friday. Speaking to AIR News, Secretary General FICCI, Dilip Chinoy said,
one of the key features is not only the domestic visitors, but the close to 200 buyers who are looking at sourcing these items from India. It will position India as a truly reliable supplier in the global supply chain in these products.
Mr. Mandavia also spoke about the recent policy announcement of government giving incentives for setting up of bulk drug parks and medical device parks in the country, which will act as a cog in the wheel of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. Anand Chaturvedi, AIR News, Delhi.
Remembering the great Sanskrit writer Kalidas on his birth anniversary today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said his creations gave a unique knowledge of public service, austerity, sacrifice, Indian philosophy and values of life. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said that despite being born in a normal family, Kalidas attained fame and glory and became a scholar through his own efforts and perseverance. Now let us take a look at the weather forecast for tomorrow. The national capital Delhi will see a minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 35 degrees and thunderstorm with rain. Mumbai will have a generally cloudy sky with light rain. Minimum temperature will be 28 degrees. Maximum temperature will be 34 degrees Celsius. In the south, Chennai will see a generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle. Temperature will hover between 25 and 36 degrees. Kolkata will see a partly cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Onto the north, in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, minimum temperature will be 28 degrees in Jammu, while maximum will be around 36 degrees. The city will observe generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. In Srinagar, minimum temperature will be 15 degrees, while maximum will be around 28 degrees. In Gilgit, temperature will hover between 13 and 35 degrees Celsius, with a mainly clear sky becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. In Muzaffarabad, there will be partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. India has one of the lowest COVID-19 cases per lakh population in the world, says Health Ministry citing WHO report. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to around 56%, more than 237,000 people cured so far. Supreme Court allows Rath Yatra to be conducted in Puri, Odisha from tomorrow with certain restrictions. Tamil Nadu government announces complete lockdown in Madurai district from tomorrow till 30th June. 10 days lockdown in 5 municipal wards of Bengaluru with higher number of corona cases. Indo-Russia defence and strategic partnership to figure prominently during Defence Minister Rajnath Singh's visit to Moscow. And with that, we end the evening news. Good night.